Hello everyone. I am here to do a flip through of my latest journal. This one I just completed yesterday, today. Did some last minute things today. The kit I used is the one by Tracy Fox and Artie Mays, Nature's Remedy. I love this kit, and I've had this kit for months, and I had the journal stuff in a basket, in a project basket, just waiting for me to get finished. We had done some things in some of my lives way back when. I initially had a different cover plan, but I changed it, and I'm so glad I did. I absolutely love this journal. I was so tempted to maybe keep this journal. That's how much I love it. And I've perfected my binding, the 6-hole that I like to do. And you don't need to have a hardcover book. You can certainly do it in a hardcover book, but I love my flexible mixed media style. This is canvas on this one, so it's canvas and cloth on the spine there, and it is very chunky but very semi-soft, so it has room for growth. I did a lot of fun things in this one, and I just love it. I just love it. But it's going to be listed in my Etsy shop, so if you love it too as much as I do, it'll be there for you. So again, like I said, it's canvas stitched all the way on, stitched onto the fabric. This is a 1 1/4 inch spine, I think. It's not a 6x9. This is an 8.5 by 5.5, I think. I love this size. It's not as big as a 9x6, but it's not as small as a traveler's notebook. It's right in the middle. I love the size. So again, yeah, 8.5 by, let's make sure here, yeah, by 5.5. I think it's the perfect size journal. You can hold it in your hands, but it gives you enough room and flexibility to just, be not so big, but hold all your stuff. This is, like I said, canvas with a napkin adhered on, and then I put some imagery from the kit, because this is what it's all about. It's all about nature and, flowers and plants and things, but you can use this journal for anything, any purpose, right? It's just the aesthetic. And I did the same thing on the back. I used some imagery again. Each one is sewed around and adhered on. I did some, I took my bark pencil, and I did some grunginess, around the pictures, so they pop out from the background. We have hand-dyed seam binding for the tie through eyelets here. You'll see there's a couple handmade dangles there, some fabric, some lace. This journal has a little bit of everything. Okay, so under this wrap, this is the main. Okay, this one is for something else. We'll look at that in a few minutes. Again, cloth on the inside. I love that feel. It's soft, but again, it gives flexibility and it gives sturdybility at the same time without being too hard, like a hardbound book. So yeah, and this stitching came out, so this is like the perfect stitching I did, a perfect covering. Again, it's a hidden spine, so you can't see it. And again, I'm using smaller signatures, but more signatures. So rather than like 2 in this book, you've got 5. Yeah, but again, lots of writing space, but lots of goodies at the same time. And I just love how these two, the print from the kit and this fabric just kind of melded together. I just love it. I just love it. So Tracy Fox and Artie Mays. Not that you're watching this, but I love the kit. Thank you so much. So here's some vintage ledger paper, and held on by a paper clip. You have a decorated tag, ultra tag pocket thingamajigger. Don't know what they're called, but so I put a little image from the kit, and then it's got some sewn fabric there that's also been used in the journal, and it's a pocket. And you have the bulb clip with a leaf, a lovely leaf print there, and then I put the stamp on there. This book belongs to, so you can definitely put your name on there. And I haven't signed this book. I haven't signed any of my books actually. But I may sign this one. Actually, I'm going to sign this, and I just don't know where yet. Here you have imagery from the kit printed on vellum with a lace trim, and then you have an envelope from the kit that has some goodies in there to play with. Again, you can write on this space. I didn't want to cover up a lot of the paper. I'm working on ways to add stuff to the journals without taking up the paper that you're going to write on. So again, you can write on this side, some graph paper, music paper pocket. Okay. We have a fabric flip, so you can write all over here. But I get to it got decorated with some fabric here. This is the inside cover fabric, and then fabric that's being used throughout the journal. Again, lots of writing space, grungy, tea-dyed papers by me. Some scrapbook paper that I did some stenciling on. The lovely leaf print. This is the Jacobine that Gigs and I love. In the middle of this signature, again, hidden is a pocket with some lovely naturally colored or dyed lace. I just love that lace, the color of it. And here we have our first tab with a dangle on there. I need to get better at, I like the fabric tabs. I need to get more comfortable with making dangles. I love this one. I just don't know if it's necessarily, I don't know. They just seem, I don't know. I love it. I just don't know how I like it to dangle, but I love it. I love it. Here we have another page pocket. So you can journal here, you can journal on there, and you can journal on the back. So, and then you have one of my tag flips. It's been kind of grunged up a little bit. Left that for writing, or you can collage on there. Here's the other side of that music paper envelope, and again, here's another tag flip there. Lots of paper to write on, some lighter papers and darker papers. Here's the other side of the graph paper, and it has a double, triple pocket thing here. So you have a pocket here with some goodies in it, and then this is another little pocket with some goodies in it, and it's got some of that seam binding trim there. And then I just put these like this. Yep. And then we have a tag here from the kit. And this is a vellum bag. No, glycine bag. And there. Okay. Here's the other cover. You have a lace tuck there if you want to put some. This is a copy of a French receipt. And I made my own vintage tape, but I didn't use alcohol inks. I used a different formula because I have an adverse reactions to alcohol. It just does not suit me well. So I try to avoid it at all costs. Here is another piece of music paper with a lace pocket and a couple tags in there. I love adding the fabric and the laces in with grunge. Yeah. Here's a paperback. with vintage imagery on there. This is a paper from the kit, and you know, we have a fabric trim and lace there. I just love this journal. It's just awesome. My humble opinion. And here, and those of you that this, again, I've had this kit since the very beginning of my junk journal making journey. And we made this tag, and this was inspired by Tracy Fox. We made this tag combination on video. You'd have to go back. I don't remember what's the label of the video, but yeah. And I might have put Nature's Remedy on there. I backed it with some lace dyed paper, but you can definitely write over that. It's light enough. You can write over it. And again, vellum printed imagery from the kit. Here's another tag. Again, this tag was made way back when. That's how long I've had this, and it sat in the project box, and I just couldn't get to it. I finally finished it. Actually, it wasn't even put together. This is all put together from scratch now. The only thing that was in the works was a couple of the tags and a different journal cover that I decided I didn't like. My taste or your artistry evolves, right? So in this journal making journey up to today, you know, I've kind of come to a different way of or different liking of things. Paper bag. Again, I'm adding more fun stuff. These are actually velvet flowers from our friend Gila that she sent me over some lace trim, and then I put a dollop of the Nouveau drops in each of the flowers. So give it a little bit of shine there. Here's the other side of that music paper, and you have a tag pocket here. This comes all the way out, so you can write on it. And then a tuck on the other side, and some tags and journal card from the kit. In that signature, here is the 5th signature, but it's really kind of something special. We did this, partially got this finished online. Online, on live video. It had the construction and the main pages, but then I finished it up through this process. So you've got a pocket here for a small tag, and this is backed by some of my magical paper. Tag that allows you to pocket there. This flips open, and then I left these for journaling spaces, extra journaling spots. And again, you can write here, you can write there. So I wanted this to be a signature in itself. This is a pocket, that's a tag now, obviously. And you've got a tag in there. So again, you can write on all of that. Lots of writing space, even though we have some fun elements. And that's what I'm kind of gearing towards, is seeing how much fun elements I can put in a journal, but still provide you all the regular journal pages for journaling. So working on that. It's a little long probably. You know what? I think, let's see, let's cut this a little bit. I kept feeling like this is a little long, so we're gonna go with it, and I'm gonna cut off just a tad, just so it's not so encumbersome on the journal. Okay, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. A little 1.5 inches off, and you can make it as floppy as you want or not floppy. There we go. I kind of like that. This is one of my handmade papers on tracing paper, and I just put some lace trim there. More fun papers inside. Again, I did that. You might have seen the other flip-through video where I had used stamp book paper. This is I think it's some sort of house diagram that I used, and I put that, I sewed that brown paper on there, brown painter's paper, and so it gives you that crunchiness. But you can write on this on both sides. So another fun element that I like adding. Here's the middle of this signature with lace dyed paper and an imagery from the kit on one side. Another dangle. And this dangle, I put a, I don't know what you would call this, but you can add a charm to this. Usually it's on necklaces, then it hangs down, and then you can put a charm on there. So I left that open for you to put a charm on. Either way, it looks cool. This journal kind of has like a American Indian vibe, you know, like you know, Cherokee or whatever, because I've added the stones and the rocks, and just you know, but it's got little bits of softness to it. More. Like I said, I just finished this and finding paper crumbs. So we got a lace pocket there. Another tag. This is a trifold, so you can add things in here. You can write on there. Again, you can write on the back of here. Right there, we have a belly band using fabrics from the journal, and another tag from the kit. And this is a fun thing I just did. So you have, you can write on all of that, but this is a pocket. So it's a little stiff yet because it hasn't been worked over, but it is openable. You have a couple cards from the kit in there. And if you didn't see the video, it's a secret pocket that doesn't interfere with these. So you can put anything in there and people can see that. Oh, and that's pretty. And then you can have the secret hiding spot here. And I put a copy of the vintage receipt in there for you to play with. And then this just goes right back up in there. Sewn envelope, fabric sewn envelope. I love it. Love it. I'm going to be playing with that a lot in my journals, I think. Yeah. And here's the next signature. Lots of fun stuff. Images from the kit. This is, we also made this way back when, too. This is music paper with Edith Holden book pages. Got pockets there. Couple tag and card from the kit. Some real onion skin paper. Those are all the little green bits that you see are actually onion skin. Okay. A vintage receipt that I printed on real onion skin paper. This is it's got the watermark somewhere on one. Either I don't think it's on this side. No, it's on the other side. But I wanted it to be like real vintage, and it has that crinkle. Paper bag pocket. Some notebook paper. More of my hand-dyed paper. This is just for aesthetic here. Got a little quote there. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it, by Confucius. And I put some cheesecloth and some calico fabric underneath, sewed it. These are some tags from the kit that I used for aesthetic. And then you have a pocket. Naturally, you can tell that this is a file folder pocket. The other side of the paper bag. Here's the other side of that onion skin. And oh, there I can see it. You probably can't see it, but it's there. The other side of that, and you have a pocket here. I just love Edith Holden paper. It's so pretty. And that's it. And then I didn't add any pockets, but you certainly could. Again, there is And again, it waterfalls no matter which way you have it. And again, it lays flat so you can work on it. You know, I did put a lot of stuff in this one, but you know, but again, it's got room for growth. She's a little stuffed, but she's got some room there because of the flexible cover and everything. So I love this journal. I just love it. So I didn't put everything in there I was going to put, because I would have need a wider spine and probably another signature or two. But yeah, so there she is. Yeah, she will be in my Etsy shop. She's in my Etsy shop now. When you see this video, she's in my Etsy shop. So thank you for watching, and come on the walkthrough with me. And if you're interested, she'll be available. Yeah, thank you everyone for your support and love every day. I really do appreciate it, and I love you all. Take care. Have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.